Here's the announcement, chat. I've been kind of leading up to this for a long time. With this channel, what I'm trying to do, the tournaments that we've been hosting have been super fun. Right in front of you. And he's going to get the kill. Are you kidding me? I just assumed he was dead. I have basically drank out of a fire hose to learn how to do these tournaments and do these tournaments well with utmost integrity. With some of the biggest creators joining in, as well as still being able to promote and help and give a platform to a lot of you competitive players. If he gets both, it's 50. He gets the 50. He gets the 50. No way. And it is an absolute blast hosting those tournaments. It's hard work. It takes a ton of time. And because of that, and because of some other things that I'll get into as an explanation, I have 100% decided, without any questions asked, to pursue tournament directing, content creation, and streaming full-time. And when I say full-time, I mean job. Like, I'm talking full-time, chat. Like, I'm saying full-time, I'm talking full-time. That means we're going to be running tournaments like every other week. That means you're going to see an insane amount of content coming from Asian Assassin, our YouTube editor, and Morgan Graphics, our thumbnail editor, just blasting out content all on the other platforms. I am beyond blessed with the job that I had. It was an incredible job, but it was not something that I had a ton of passion for. And because of that, and because of some conversations I had with my bosses, we both felt it was a good idea for me to step away from the job that I had and pursue this full time. It's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I've been working my butt off, and something that we've been able to grow together for the last 6 months. In all reality, it's really been the last 3 that we've seen a ton of growth. And I want to be able to capitalize on that growth and actually move forward with this thing that we are creating, this community of people. It's no question that we have one of the coolest communities that a smaller streamer like myself can have, because every single time I get in here, I don't care if there's 10 people in here or 30 people in here or 100 people in here on tourney day, our chat is booming because you guys care and care about each other in the community, which is so sick. So that is the big announcement. I am doing this full time. I'm going to give myself essentially a 6 to 8 month runway to just blast out everything I can do. Content, tournaments, YouTube. I mean, everything that I can do, I'm going to be blasting out over the next 6 to 8 months. Luckily, I am beyond blessed with the success we've already had to be able to put the money that we have in the stream back into the stream and fund a lot of these tournaments. I've been beyond blessed with my past job that I've stepped away from, that I've made enough money where I can survive basically making no money and try this content thing out and see what I can do. I mean, chat, you guys got to realize this is a huge risk for me. It's something that it's a risk worth taking, in my opinion, 100%. You know, I have a house, I have a wife, I have a cat, but it's something that I really, really want to do, and there's no reason for me not to try. I am spending the next 6 months sending everything I have at you guys to see what we can get. And if we don't make it to a point where I can sustain myself going forward, and there's not some sort of a risk, then we'll just step back into a part-time position. I made a lot of progress, hopefully, in those 6 months. We get a job, we keep working on the back end, and keep pushing. And that's the plan. Does that all make sense to you guys? So here's the next piece of that announcement. There is something coming up that I can't tell you the name of yet, but I will very soon, where I've been asked to be a host of essentially a TV show that will be airing live on Twitch. It's not technically TV, but that's how we are addressing it. But essentially what it is it's 10 to 12 contestants being put into a house together in Florida. This is obviously COVID dependent and things like that, but we'll get there down the road. I'll explain all of this very soon. 10 to 12 contestants that are streamers aka could be some of you all, that are put into a house in Florida and basically duke it out in a week-long tournament, living together in a house. It's like a streamer house for a week. It's going to be so cool. So it'll be like a mixture of gaming, like competitions, like actually Warzone competitions, things like that, but also other things like, you know, yard games. It's all this big kind of like compiled games put together that you'll be competing and living with each other for a week. So it's kind of crazy. It'll be like, there'll be a casting call for it, and I'll be a part of the team that ends up picking the people that are hired for it. It's all expenses paid. The very first month, they're going to say, hey, pay for your trip down there if you need to fly. Otherwise, everything there is paid for. The house is paid for. It's all paid for. So it's super sick, and I'm crazy excited that I get to be a part of the team that puts it on. It's crazy. So I'm going to keep you guys updated, okay? I wanted to update you guys on that as well, okay? So full time, and these things, that as well as this $11,000 tournament coming up at the end of January, all of these opportunities have come to me basically right as I started making this decision to go forward full time. And it's just the timing, and you know, for me as a man of faith, like it seems so evident that there are pathways forward for success that have been laid out for me that I'm going to take advantage of it. So anyways, really cool. I mean, pretty cool, with not only the house and the TV show, but also going full time. And then obviously you guys know about this exclamation point tourney. I am casting one of the biggest tournament, definitely the biggest tournament I've ever done. It's $11,000 prize pool, January 31st. And Z-Laner just signed up. We've got Tommy, we've got Merc, we've got Teep, we've got Unrational, we've got Rallied, we've got Sparrows. I mean, there's so many crazy large creators, Bobby Poff, playing in this tournament that I am crazy excited that I get to be able to cast that as well as be a part of the organizational team. So those are like the main updates going forward. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for all of these things over here, these gifteds, all the donos, and all of that stuff. That helps us continue to move forward. And I will say this, and I'll say this a million times. Ramos with the 5 gifted, Flowers with the 8. You guys are crazy. I'll address you guys in a second, but I want you guys to know this from the bottom of my heart. Everything that we've done for the last 7 to 8 months is the building block and the foundation that let me be able to say, hey, I am going to move forward and I'm going to keep pushing until I either have nothing left and I got to take a step back, or until we've made it to a point where this could actually be a full-time career.